Chelsea versus Liverpool on today's Sunday. Big game. First game of the season for both teams. And what a clash we've got here. With so much being spoken about in the transfer window. Caicedo, Lavia, futures still unknown. Although it looks like Chelsea have beaten them to them. But the real football's here. Liverpool will want to get their teeth into them. And this is going to be a really good game. Let's get into it, people. Wagwan, everyone. I hope you're doing well, and welcome back to Tereak Talks, and welcome back to another watch-along here on a Super Sunday. Can't really say that too much. Sky Sports might copyright me for it, but it is a Super Sunday indeed. And what a clash we have here to bring to you. Chelsea versus Liverpool in a game that has had plenty of history behind it. Luis Garcia, Rafa Benitez, Demba Ba scoring, Steven Gerrard slip, and there's been a bit more spice added to it with the transfer dealings going on this week, and both teams playing mind games and really trying to get under each other's skin. But the real football's here, and this is going to be an exciting one. Chelsea will want to start their reign under Pochettino with a win after a miserable season last. And then Liverpool, who underperformed last season, have gone through a midfield rejuvenation that they're still yet to complete. And they're going to be hoping that they can get one over Chelsea, who have been playing a lot of games with them in the transfer window, as mentioned before. Moises Caicedo getting their bid agreed with Brighton, but him publicly saying, well, not publicly, but letting him be known that he would prefer Chelsea. Doesn't mean he won't move to Liverpool, though, of course, guys, if Chelsea can't agree a deal with Brighton. So this is going to be a real interesting one here, guys, and I'm just getting everything ready here, and I'm not even too late today. So make sure you do smash that like button if you haven't done so already. That will be very much appreciated as we're bringing you back these big game watch-alongs. I'm going to be bringing you the lineup very shortly. I was running a little bit late, as always, because I was watching that Spurs game. What was your thoughts on that Spurs game, guys? Spurs are going to be a very interesting team to watch this season. That is for sure. I think there's going to be plenty of goals be in their games. If they will get a 0-0, it will be on the rare occasion. They're going to concede plenty, but they're going to score plenty also. So for Spurs, they're going to be on a roller coaster. And I think Angie's here for a good time, not necessarily a long time. But I think there's going to be goals in this game too. With Chelsea having their young side, a lot of new players. Nicholas Jackson, who I'm looking at on screen right now. You got the likes of Disasi, he's making his debut. But I'm going to get into the starting lineup because they've got a young side, and then Liverpool with their midfield rejuvenation, but with gaping holes, it's fair to say, in that defensive midfield spot. I think it's going to make for an open game. But let's get into it. Let me get this lineups for you on screen right now. So let's share that. I believe you guys can see it. Yep, that should be all good. So, yes, with Chelsea, let's start off with the home side with Robert Sanchez in goal. I'm not sure if you can see it, guys. Let me know if you can. But big up to each and every one of you. Sophia's in here. Pax is in here too. We'll talk about that in a sec. But just bring the lineup. Robert Sanchez in net for Kepa Arrizabalaga, who looks like he's heading out of Chelsea. And they're going to be looking to get a new recruit in there after already signing Robert Sanchez, thinking that he was going to be the keeper to set up and back up with Kepa. But his head has been turned and he wants to go to Real Madrid following the injury to Thibaut Courtois. A Spanish goalkeeper, Spanish players are always going to be looking to play for the biggest sides there, whether it's Real Madrid or Barcelona. And his head's been completely turned. And it's something that's come out of the blue for Pochettino and an untimely exit by the looks of it. But I'm sure Chelsea will get in a goalkeeper and they'll probably splash the cash. They'll find a way. But Robert Sanchez in net for them on his debut. I'm not a big fan of Robert Sanchez. I think he's very erratic. He's a tall goalkeeper, and I heard a lot of Chelsea fans say, yeah, he had some height into and helps with dealing with crosses and not getting beat with long shots like Kepa does. But he's not a very good goalkeeper when it comes to dealing with crosses. He drops a lot of them. He elects to punch a lot of the time, and that can be a good tactic and a good technical way of getting rid of the ball and dealing with crosses. But we've seen him punch sporadically all over the place at times. So Robert Sanchez in there. It's going to be interesting to see him with a back three of Axel Disasi, Thiago Silva, and Levi Colwill. Axel Disasi, the centre-back brought in from Monaco. The eyes are going to be on him. A lot of talk about him. He's a strong front-footed defender, but athletic. He's athletic. He's strong. He's got the physical side to his game, but it's the running. That you've heard a lot about him being slow. He's not got the quickest of turns. He's sort of built like Per Mertesacker in that way when running back the other way. But it's going to be interesting to see. We'll see if he can dispel that myth. Not many of us. Well, many of us don't really know much about him. Let's be quite honest when it comes to that there. But Thiago Silva, the big man himself, Chelsea in an underwhelming season, still shone and still looked like one of the best centre-backs in the league. And then speaking of one of the best centre-backs in the league, when he did play last season, especially for his age, is Levi Colwill off the back of a brilliant summer with the England under-21s. His future was in doubt. Another side plot to this story, Liverpool were heavily interested in him, but he did sign that long-term contract. Like all Chelsea's players do when they sign a contract, it's definitely long-term, but he's remaining at the club where he came through the academy. So Levi Colwill in at the back there, wing-backs being Reece James, this new skipper for Chelsea this season. Interesting that with Ben Chilwell on that left wing-back position. So they're playing more of a three at the back with wing-backs, and then the three midfields, Enzo Fernandez, Conor Gallagher, and Carney Chukwuemeka. Carney Chukwuemeka, my one to watch for Chelsea this season. I really rate this kid. I remember watching him. I think it was his debut. Don't quote me on that, but it was Spurs versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa won by 2-0 at the time. This was under Mourinho towards the end of his spell at Tottenham, and he was outstanding at the age of 17 then. What is he, 19 now? So that was 2 years ago. Made that move to Chelsea, didn't get much game time, wasn't sent out on loan last season. And yeah, you don't really want to be giving young players, putting them in that scenario and that situation Chelsea were in. But this Chelsea team, how young they are, I think they're going to be very exciting, and he's one of the ones to watch. And then up top, in and around Carney Chukwuemeka, you're going to have the focal point in Nicholas Jackson. I am for real. Hey, and then just off of him, and you'll see buzzing in and around him and left and right and taking up a free role, I believe, is Raheem Sterling. That'll be interesting there. And for Liverpool, Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, Ibu Kanate, they like to call him, another new skipper in Virgil van Dijk, and Andrew Robertson in at left back. And then the midfield three, which very good going forward. I think they'll pose a lot of, give a lot of space to Chelsea going the other way, though, defensively, is Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister, and Cody Gakpo, who has been playing a lot of games as an 8 this in pre-season, as Jurgen Klopp looks to redefine his role. Is that another false 9, a false striker that can be converted into a midfielder, a bit like Kai Havertz? But yeah, Cody Gakpo in there, and he's performed really well for Liverpool in pre-season, and they've scored a lot of goals as the players are about to come out. And then the front three of Mohamed Salah, of course, he always plays, and especially against his former club Chelsea as well. Diogo Jota up top and Luis Diaz on the left. So no Darwin Núñez, no Mudryk. For those who play fancy football, it'll be interesting to see your lineups here. But this is the Chelsea and Liverpool one. And the game's going to kick off shortly. The players are coming out. You can hear the liquidator through my headphones, which I will stick on during the game. Let me know if audio is fine, everything good. If there's any issues, just let me know, people. Let me fix my cap. It's not looking quite straight. There you go. Let's go, people. Pax Sophia in the building who's streaming this game right now. Big up to yourself. Have a great stream. Going to be a great game, I reckon. 100% agree. Definitely. I think there's going to be goals. I went for a 2-2 draw in the prediction. Let me know your prediction, guys, in the chat. not that late today. It isn't that just a little bit better? Gradual improvement. We're entering the new season and we're not quite there at our sharpest. And when about 4 or 5 games in, you'll see me on time. Promise you, Pax. Big up my bro right there. Vicario for Spurs, way too shaky from that game. Yeah, he didn't, even with his first action in that game, he got closed down and he kicked the ball off the onrushing. I can't remember who it was at the time. Brentford attacker, but yeah, he wasn't great at all. That midfield is all off with, that midfield balance, is all off with Liverpool. Hence, why they've got Cody Gakpo in there. Exactly, 100%. It is all off that midfield balance. And you'd say with Cody Gakpo, the balance is off there too, because he's not a quote-unquote midfielder. Made his name at PSV, playing on that left wing as an inside forward, came into Liverpool, played up top a lot of the time. So it's a new position for him with no quote-unquote defensive midfielder, destroyer in there. And I think Cody Gakpo adds a bit more physicality to that midfield. Dominic Szoboszlai is not a small guy, of course, but you're going to be seeing him roaming forward and linking up with the front men. That's what he's been brought to do, wearing that new number 8, the new Steven Gerrard, taking it off of Naby Keita. So yeah, I think that the midfield balance kind of, actually, I'll be quite honest, with both teams is off. If we're being honest, Chelsea don't necessarily have a destroyer. They've gone with a 3 at the back formation, so they've added another centre back in there to try and cope with that. Liverpool haven't. They've got their forward-thinking fullbacks. Robertson's much better than Trent defensively, but we know what Trent's weaknesses and his strengths are. This is going to be interesting. Poch and Klopp giving each other a nice embrace. Hey, okay, they're getting really touchy and physical. They must like each other, man. Guess who's back? Big up yourself, Casey. Love to see you in here. Keeping a keen eye on Disasi, not like what I've seen thus far. Me too. I haven't liked what I've seen in the Premier League, especially with the high line that Poch tends to play with and what Chelsea are going to be doing looking forward. How will he defend? Bit like Maguire, would you say? He's not bad on the ball. He's a good player on the ball. He can play. He can work under pressure, but he's not fleet-footed. When the likes of Liverpool players, the pace that they have in their attack, the directness, you think can cause some problems if they can expose Reece James on that right side. You think, well, we'll have to wait and see in the game. Maybe Thiago Silva might shift out to that right centre-back position. He's a bit quicker, but at the age of 39, he's not he's not going to be as sharp as he once was, but he's a bit more athleticism about him. Axel Disasi, big player, big build. You probably put him centrally to get the likes of Levi Colwill's very athletic. He can manage in those wide areas a lot and defend against a forward or a winger in those areas. He'll be more comfortable than Axel Disasi or Thiago Silva. So it should be interesting there. Jackson and Jota to score. Yeah, both had really good pre-seasons. Nicholas Jackson. Are you a real one? Sorry, no, I messed it up there. Sorry, guys. Ooh, big up my, but yeah. Fads in the building saying T. Big up yourself, Fads. And yeah, let me know how your FPL team's doing, my bro. Chilwell having a field day, at least 1 assist. 2-0 Chelsea win. Still think Liverpool need 1 CB if Van Dijk or Konate gets injured. Yeah, 100%. Definitely agree with you there, Red Devil Yannick, because beyond their centre backs that they have available are all injury prone. And I can hear Peter Drury in my ear right now. Peter Drury, mate, it's great to have him as the commentator. Martin Tyler, who has been a legend of the game, he has been a legend, but it's just not at that. He's just not at that level anymore. You know, we all get past it in times. You know, footballers get past it a lot. The game's kicked off. Let's go, people. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already as we get into this watch along. Is Van Spy starting? He definitely is. Big up my bro Rich in here too. After this game, might add Jackson to my FPL. Yeah, he's what, 7 million striker. Yeah, decent. It's hard to really fit other strikers in. It's hard to fit these players in for me when I've got Salah and Haaland in there. And, you know, I need to have Saka. I feel like Rashford is a must-have for myself as well. My FPL comes down to this game. A Sterling brace with James assists and a Salah brace and a 2-2 draw would be perfect. Yeah, I've got no defenders from either side starting. So that should make it interesting. But here we go now. Here's McAllister. Liverpool on the front foot already. Yes, McAllister is playing central. He is the most central one. Trent is still inverting a lot. Here he is now. He's got Salah to his right. He plays it to Salah. It's a good ball to Szoboszlai. He tries to play it back to Salah. Liverpool on the front foot here. Good start. McAllister, early crossing to Jota, but it heads out for a goal kick. Front foot start from Liverpool. We know how they play. We know their identity. That Klopp likes to play with intense high pressing. We'll see if there's any developments into that this season. Conor Gallagher in that midfield. His future's in doubt as Chelsea are linked heavily with Mikel Elise, and they're talking about potentially Conor Gallagher going the other way. Great ball down the line from Levi Colwill. We saw that a lot from him last season in a Brighton shirt. Does brilliantly there. Jackson holds it up well. Chukwuemeka tries to get through bodies, but Liverpool defend that excellently there. Salah can't play it into Jota as Thiago Silva reads it. Oh, Gallagher gives it away. Salah picks up the loose ball. Conor Gallagher does really well winning that ball back. He makes up for his mistake, though. That's what he will give you, though. Conor Gallagher is not the most gifted technically in the midfield, but he does work hard and he has a real engine. I remember doing a Crystal Palace Arsenal watch-along, and they beat us in 2 seasons ago. Conor Gallagher, I couldn't believe how much he was running in that game. Even in the 90th minute, he's there pressing. Man, he's got, honestly, he's a joke. His athleticism. Check your WhatsApp. I got my phone on Do Not Disturb, my bro. Hold on. Because I get too many things. Hold on, let's have a look. Okay. Love to see that, my bro, Rich. That's what I love to see. My brother. Check out next week, Sunday, I believe it is. Yeah, it is Sunday. Check out our preview show with me and Rich will be co-streaming for the Crystal Palace game. That's a big one, within the TTF community. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb again because it pops up on my laptop and everything, so it's mad. Tereak, can you change the backgrounds? It's dull and boring grey curtain. Hey, big man, I will try and get something sorted. But yeah, I've got a green screen. It just takes long to set up, bro. But yeah, I will try and get something sorted in the background. I do apologize for the dull and boring curtain. He's not here today. Casey. He's not here. Don't want Gallagher now, especially for Elise. Yeah, that's not a light swap at all. Early yellow card for Carney Chukwuemeka, FPL. It's a high foot indeed by Carney. A little bit eager there to try and get that ball. He was never winning it. It's a stupid decision from Carney to put his boot up there. Showing that inexperience, you'd say, that a lot of Chelsea players have. Not many Premier League appearances, when you look at this Chelsea team. Reece James, one of their most experienced players, hence why they made him captain. They are pressing high, good intensity to this game. Luis Diaz now in the mid door. Oh, good feet, Luis Diaz. Evades the challenges as Liverpool work it out to this left. I don't mind the curtains. It's better than my 90s style wallpaper. Hey, appreciate you, brush. I'm glad someone does. It's a great background. It adds in there. Well, I think Casey wants a bit more vibrancy into it. Hey, if we can get the subscribers up, I mean, I might be able to get to work on that. That looked like handball from Carney. Referee says no. Nicholas Jackson dropping deep. You know what? Ooh, heavy touch there, though. And he fouls him, but there's a chance for Liverpool. Oh, Jota overplays that pass. And you can see he was frustrated with himself. Luis Diaz still got it. Faces up Reece James on this left side now. He's got overlap from Robertson. Decides not to take it. Keeps it. And goes back to Virgil van Dijk. The new skippers today. Alexis McAllister, £35 million man from Brighton, playing in a different role. He had Caicedo next to him. Liverpool were trying to bring that duo back, but Chelsea said no. And Caicedo also said no too. But, he's not really said no. He just said his preference. But Szoboszlai, good run into the box. Dominic Szoboszlai. Jota takes the ball off of him. I think Jota should have left that for Szoboszlai, but what a run that is from the new Liverpool number 8. It's poor from Chelsea, though. All static defending. Carney doesn't go with him. Levi Colwill. It's a good run from Szoboszlai, but shocking defending from Chelsea. 6 goals and 8 assists for the Hungarian last season for Leipzig. Bring back that kid, his entertainment. He's not very well at the moment. He's not very well. So yeah, hope he gets well soon. Yeah, me and your hamster style wallpaper. Make a great double hat, Laurel and Hardy. Another word, vibrancy. It was stylistically. Yeah, you know, I'm a thesaurus at times, but not a very accurate one. So sometimes I mispronounce a lot of words. I try and sound posh, don't I? You know, I should not bother. But Fads says don't rate the number 8. What? Nah, that's just because you're a Man United fan, Fads. Let's be quite honest. He's very bright so far. He's got great output. Even before Haaland, he was one of the big players coming out of Red Bull Salzburg in recent years. So there's a lot of players in this Liverpool in the midfield. They've chucked a lot, as you can see. Trent inverts, which means there is going to be a lot of space out wide, which Chelsea are looking to attack with a long ball to Sterling, but big Virgil van Dijk's there to cover. Liverpool have started better, I'd say. Chelsea have more intensity. Conor Gallagher plays it to Enzo, and he wins the free kick. Good start to this game. Enzo, the new number 8. He was wearing what, number 5 last season when he signed in January, but he's got the number 8 shirt. Who was the previous number 8? Mateo Kovacic. I see. I answered my own question. It came to me. Came to my mind. Thiago goes left. Good ball down there to Chilwell. Can't bring it under control. He's got Ibu Konate. He's defended really well there, Ibu. Oh, and he gets past Chilwell too. Excellent under the pressure. Szoboszlai wins the free kick. Oh, yeah. Nicholas Jackson getting a bit too close to Szoboszlai there. He's going to have to get used to that in the Premier League. Players will put their bodies across. Referees will give them free kicks. So a good ball. Tries to find Luis Diaz, and it does make Luis Diaz in the end. Axel Disasi can't get the header away. Reece James got a tough 1v1 battle, but he's one of the best in the world in those in both parts of the pitch, to be honest, which is why a lot of people think he's the best right back. But it's the battle of the English right backs with Trent and Reece James. I think Trent's, just as good, if not better, going forward. But Reece James is certainly the better 1v1 defender. But Trent has got a point to prove this season. Can he show that he's improved in that aspect with more experience? We'll see. He's going to have Ben Chilwell to the left of him. Raheem Sterling, Carney Chukwuemeka, I'm sure, will float. It looks like Carney is playing to the left so far, and Raheem Sterling's on the right. Enzo's playing much higher up the pitch than he did last season in a proper right half space number 8 position. James trying to get the cross in. Corner for Chelsea. Virgil van Dijk's not happy with the referee, I think. It's good from Chelsea, though. They've really worked that well down the right. And Reece James, he's going to be their main source of creativity this season. Big up what is it? Calcistico. He says, come on, Chelsea, wakey. Yeah, they seem to have woke up now as we're 10 minutes into the game. You're like an Oxford English dictionary. I appreciate that, Casey. Remember Reece Oxford? Yeah. We had a great ball in the box. Still here for Chelsea. Thiago Silva. Pinball at the moment. Chilwell can't really hook it back to Sterling. Headed away, but it's not totally clear. And Chelsea still got the ball, but I do remember Reece Oxford. What a debut he had, Pax, against us. Him and Dimitri Payet. He had Ozil in his back pocket. He was, 17 on the first game of the season. He looked like he had the world at his feet. It's just not had a good career. Where is he at now, Pax? He was at Borussia Mönchengladbach. And then he went to Augsburg, I believe. Now, where is he? what a letdown Oxford was. He was hyped as the next Rio. Yeah, he came in. He played as a defensive midfielder in that game, but most of his time in his career, he was a centre-back. It's a little bit like a certain Declan Rice. Oh, good ball from Enzo into Sterling. Liverpool's press has been broken. Sterling into Enzo. Tries to get across in, but Ibou Konate with a big challenge. Great block from the Frenchman. And here's a chance for Liverpool to counter-attack now after Chelsea got in behind Liverpool's defence. But this is Liverpool where they're most dangerous. Plays a good ball into Cody Gakpo in the box. Plays it to Salah. Oh, it's a poor pass from Gakpo. Salah still gets a shot off and hits the bar with his right foot. Excellent shot from Salah. Given the fact it was a poor pass, it looked like the chance was gone from Cody Gakpo. But this is what I'm talking about. Entertainment already. One end to the other. Brilliant defending from Konate. Liverpool broke free. Gakpo with a poor pass. Let's be honest. It's a poor ball from Cody Gakpo. Salah still manages to engineer a shot on his weaker right foot as Robert Sanchez scrambling, but it's the top of the bar. Brilliant. Ibou Konate has had a fantastic start so far. Trent with an early ball in. Too much on that to find Luis Diaz, the new Liverpool number 7. Konate, no, his quality. He's had a really good start to this game. Do you know what? That chance for Chelsea as they got into the box there is a lack of a defensive midfielder. Enzo Fernandez is able to make that run into that box because Liverpool do not have a defensive midfielder. McAllister hasn't trapped the run. He doesn't have that defensive instinct to sense danger. He's good on the ball. He can play in all 3 phases of the game. He's a little bit like a good Ilkay Gundogan. He's probably the most similar player to Ilkay Gundogan that we've seen in recent years, able to play in all 3 phases, build up progression in that final third. But defensively, he switched off. Enzo Fernandez has made that run, and if it wasn't for a big block from Ibou Konate, Liverpool could potentially be 1-0 down, and that's the difference. And that's why they are scrambling in the transfer market to get a defensive midfielder in, but they are a threat going forward with the likes of Szoboszlai, but well won back by Conor Gallagher with his tenacity in the midfield. Chelsea aren't able to spring an attack. Liverpool get players back quickly, but it's worked out to this left now. Ben Chilwell, the English left back. Well done, Carney Chukwuemeka, turns of faces. Chilwell in the box. Heavy touch, and Szoboszlai's there to pick up the loose ball. Trent slips though. He sorts out his boot. Chelsea got the ball back. Al Hilal is still after. Alexander Mitrovic. My team that I said that will go down, but had a big result yesterday, didn't they, Pax? 1-0 against Everton. I heard the boos. I haven't seen the game. I haven't seen the highlights, but when I was watching the Brighton-Luton game, and when they did show the full-time scenes there, it was a lot of boos at Everton. Hostile atmosphere it's been. Very toxic for quite a few years now with the ownership and their feelings towards them. But we're looking at the red side of Merseyside today against the blue of West London. Speaking about, you know what I mean? Look at the ties we made there. Everton, Fulham, Merseyside versus West London, weekend. You get it? Neymar with a cross, Mitrovic headed in. That is crazy. Who would have thought that Neymar and Mitrovic would play in the same team? And it not be a charity game or one of them Red Bull things that Neymar does. 1-0 says Calistico. It's still 0-0 here on my screen, unless you're there. And Sky Sports are showing the footage way behind. Yeah, Germany, Bundesliga, who's at Augsburg. Payet's gone to Vasco da Gama. Might need to run a Samba watch-along. Do you know what, Brush? I'm going to tell you this. Brazilian football is getting a resurgence. And I'll tell you the reason why, Brush, because in Fluminense, they are playing a lot of football that is similar to back in the day. Joga Benito. It's relationism, it's called. I do recommend you go check out Football Meta if you want to learn a bit more about that. Because what we see in the European game and what we're seeing from both teams here is positional football. Good ball for Reece James. Nicholas Jackson gets a shot off, but Alisson's there to scramble it away. So, yeah, what I mean by that is, you know, them little 1-2s players built, their attacks are built from the relationships with players. not really about positionalism, not about spacing. It's all about working on relationships, which is what we used to see a lot back in the day, especially with Ronaldinho, Brazil. Pep Guardiola's best team, I would say, the Barcelona team, had the perfect blend of relationism and positional play. You see Xavi and Iniesta linking up together with Messi, Pedro. He would maintain the width, the wingers would, but inside that centre position there, 1-2s all over the place, little dummies, etc. And, you know, probably another Barcelona front three that was the best front three that I've ever seen and would probably ever see in football. Suarez, Neymar, Messi. Beautiful relationism there, but they had a perfect blend of that and positional play. But they have a lot of relationism. Fluminense, the team to watch out there in Brazil. But Mohamed Salah's in here, you know. Oh, it's a poor touch from the Egyptian. But this has been an open game already, you know, without really many chances being created. It's a simple ball over the top. Is that from Cody Gakpo? I'm not even sure. It's from Trent Alexander-Arnold, just to chips it over the top. Salah, if he gets that under control, he's got a 2v1. He's got Luis Diaz to the left of him and only Axel Disasi there. Konate carrying it out the back, gives it away. Nicholas Jackson. Chelsea, are they able to spring a counter-attack? Disasi. Oh. Trentno gets it. Alisson under pressure, slips, but plays it to Szoboszlai. Good play from Liverpool under pressure there. McAllister pings it out to Salah. Brilliant touch this time from Mohamed Salah. What a ball that is! What a goal! My word! Mohamed Salah, 1-0 Liverpool. That is an absolutely wonderful goal. What a ball from Mohamed Salah that was there. That is an excellent goal from Liverpool's standpoint. That is all of Salah's doing, but what a run and finish from Luis Diaz, though. It works out it's all the way from the goalkeeper, Alisson, into Szoboszlai, Konate, and then Alexis McAllister with a brilliant ball to Salah. The first touch, though, oh, it's disgustingly good. And he picks this pass. Oh, my word. That ball from Mohamed Salah is out of this world. And Luis Diaz finishes with his left foot. That's an absolutely wonderful goal. The weight of pass, the precision. Diaz beyond Disasi, and Luis Diaz, another one who's been excellent in pre-season so far. But Disasi, you can't even blame Disasi there. I'm sorry, you can't. Mohamed Salah, excellent fin. Oh, I was about to put Salah with the goal there. He deserves all the credit. It's a joke of a pass. That is ridiculous. That is a joke. Chelsea are going to have to respond. Now, the inexperience that Chelsea have, especially within the Premier League, it's going to be very interesting to see how they cope. From a Liverpool perspective, it's an absolute wonder goal. But this, from a Chelsea perspective, I need to look at that back. Ruin my mood and how disgustingly good a paradox it is indeed. It is an oxymoron. Chelsea doing Chelsea things, falling asleep there. First game week, we have seen that teams are not fully there, wasted a lot of shots from teams. Yeah, and a lot of space towards the end of games. Oh, it's Reece James who's caught out. It's Reece James. Diaz. But you know what? Credit to Liverpool for capitalising. But it's Reece James who's fallen asleep there. He's been caught up so high. Who gets a lot of criticism there? Trent Alexander-Arnold, if that was the shoes on the other foot. But Reece James falling asleep defensively, and Luis Diaz punishes him to the maximum. Colwell, brilliant ball to Ben Chilwell. Ibu Konate puts an arm to the back. Chilwell goes down. Chelsea fans are asking for a pen. Never a penalty for me. What a killer pass by Salah, says Brush. Joe, it's crazy. That is out. I'm repeating myself saying it's out of this world, but that's the quality Salah has. We're talking about one of the best right wingers in the world. Salah's up there, and he's got the crown right now. Saka's there to try and take it, I reckon. But I'm always going to back my boy, especially B. But Salah's got that right now, if we're being totally honest. Disasi should do more too. Yes, but it's Reece James. It's off the back of him. It's hard. As soon as the opposition player gets to see the back of your shirt, I always was taught this by a coach. If the opposition player sees the back of your shirt, they're in control of the situation. You don't know where they are. You don't know what movements they're going to make. You're in trouble. But here's Nicholas Jackson. Oh, he does well in his hold-up play. Do you know what? I've been very impressed with Nicholas Jackson's hold-up play. So, yeah, going back to that, though, Brush, it's Reece James who falls asleep. Disasi should try and... It's hard for him because he's behind him. He can't have eyes at the back of his head. But I think he tries to do his best. But the ball from Salah, though, out of this world. Fad saying that's a yellow for Szoboszlai. Maybe if it's later on in the game, Fads, if it's later on in the game, I'm sure it is a yellow card. Even that shouldn't necessarily be right. Jurgen Klopp spoke about it. It would have been against one of his players in that moment. But Jurgen Klopp said in his press conference that it should be, with all the new rule changes, if they just make every foul a yellow card, it sounds ridiculous. It shouldn't be the case. Oh, flicked in by Chilwell, headed up in the air. Easy claim for Alisson. Apart from that Enzo opportunity, to get the cross into the box, we haven't really seen Alisson troubled or tested yet. Liverpool with 4 shots so far, less possession, 34% to their name. With Chelsea with 66, but they're in front. That's the only thing that matters. Salah does really well there. Liverpool just playing the ball around the back. Disasi heading this in. Show more passion, Chelsea. Come on. I don't think it's a lack of intensity at the moment. Liverpool are just brilliant on the ball. Questionable off of it. But they've not really caused Chelsea many problems. Chelsea haven't caused Liverpool many problems from a defensive standpoint. The attack from is devastating. And, when you're thinking Liverpool on the bench, I'm going to have a look at their bench, bro, because it is a madness, their attack. You got Darwin Núñez on the bench. Ben Dolk, who's had a brilliant preseason. Colwell, good ball into Nico Jackson. Nicholas Jackson with a shot, pulls it wide. Best chance for Chelsea so far. Nicholas Jackson does well to generate a shot there, but he should do better with a finish. You know what? This guy is quality, He's got 4 players in and around him. Cody Gakpo with a weak challenge. It does deflect off of Virgil van Dijk. He should have got a corner. He's got a big responsibility on those young shoulders, but he's looked really good. Hey, there's the man himself, Todd Burley. Chelsea chairman and co-controlling owner. The madman. And there's the Liverpool owner, Sir John W. Well, he's not Sir for us, but John W. Henry. In 10 years, you won't be able to tackle it. It's getting that soft. What happens to physicality? I agree, bro. I agree. I was watching some old school football back in the day. Like I'm talking early noughties, and the tackles that were being thrown in. Yeah. And the tackles, high foot. I was seeing Peter Schmeichel go with a boot up high. Nowadays, they're going to be talking about that as a red card. I don't like the direction where it's going with every tackle basically being a yellow card. I don't like that. But it makes for a more entertaining game, less physicality, more spacing behind. I guess, though, I'm just thinking of it now, thinking out loud. With the amount of games that players are playing, the intensity that these games are at, you are kind of protecting them. But here's Liverpool now, been able to get away here. Chelsea caught in at 6s and 7s. Mohamed Salah gets a shot off. Brilliant block, though, from Thiago Silva. Liverpool having another opportunity to score there. But here's Chelsea now on the other end. Sterling fouled by Andrew Robertson. Robertson pleads with the referee, but it's a definite foul. But Chelsea, from a simple throw-in, they're getting done with these simple situations here. Disasi caught in no man's land. He's not had a very good start at all. Brush was very wary of him. I was very cautious about him. He's getting absolutely ripped to shreds in his opening 25 minutes. Baptism of fire in the Premier League, Axel Disasi's having. But if it wasn't for his centre-back partner, Thiago Silva, Liverpool could have doubled their lead quite easily. Enzo Fernandez plays it to Jackson. Ibu Konate's done really well. Jekyll and Hyde between Ibu Konate and Axel Disasi. Chalk and cheese. Ibu Konate has been excellent. One of the best players on the pitch so far. Defensively. Now look at Trent here in that inverted position with Alexis McAllister to the left of him. He's done really well. Oh, Alexis falls asleep there. Chelsea regain possession. Sterling on the right. Trent's covering over to the left. Brilliant tackle from Trent. And doesn't win the free kick. It's a Chelsea throw-in, but Trent does well there after that turnover in possession. Hijack King Todd solos in the ownership battle. Exactly. Both owners are there. Both people who were getting involved in a Caicedo deal. Be interesting to see where Moises Caicedo is. Do you think he's at the stadium watching this game? Or is he in a hotel in London staying away? Do you know what? Chelsea have probably gotten locked up, man. Yo, you can't speak to no Liverpool player. Nothing to do with that. We're discussing with Brighton. Don't let them try and convince you. We want you. Was McTominay sold? Nah, he's still a Manchester United player at this current time. West Ham interested in him, but nah, still at Man United as it stands. Well done from Reece James. And then Enzo Fernandez's body shape wasn't quite ready to receive that ball as Alexis McAllister wins a free kick for the Reds. If only Caicedo was playing. Yeah, I think it would definitely help when Liverpool are going in these transitions. They are dangerous with the speed that they have in their attack. The energy that Caicedo has, his aggressiveness. I think he's like a Kante, but with an even better profile on the ball. It's got serious potential. Hence why these teams like Liverpool and Chelsea are willing to break the British record fee to get him in. Even though he has 42 games under his belt, 42 Premier League games, only 88 professional games Moises Caicedo has. What a ball from Trent to Salah! 2-0. Oh, it's 2-0. Liverpool are destroying Chelsea so far. It's a simple ball against that Chelsea high line. Is he onside, though? I've changed the score. I've said Liverpool goal. Oh, I think Axel Disasi might be playing him on. It's tight. All the time in the world. Robert Sanchez. Oh, I'm doing the Gary Neville. Oh. Is he on, though? VAR. Colwill, he's off. If it's Colwill, he's offside. But I'm sure Axel Disasi, he might be off, Mohamed Salah. What are you guys thinking? I know your Man United fans in the chat are going to be saying, please be offside. If you're a Chelsea fan also, it's a wonderful ball from Trent. Oh, this is going to be interesting. It's very close. He's leaning forward. Is Mohamed Salah's shoulder offside, or is Axel Disasi's left boot keeping him on? VAR. Oh, he's offside. No goal for Liverpool. Mohamed Salah's goal has been chalked off. No goal. It's still 1-0 to Liverpool. He's just off. You are right, Jerome. You are right. He's offside indeed. Gary Neville is boring. At least you're not to it. My brother Casey, you know what? Appreciate you, man. This is why I love that. He's off, Jerome, indeed. They're very fortunate, though. Chelsea are very easy to play through defensively. They're desperate for a Caicedo. But forget that. Caicedo in this game, he's not sorting out the holes that they've got at the back. There's more goals in this for Liverpool. If Chelsea don't fix up defensively, there's way more. And once again, we've seen little moments where Chelsea have looked dangerous, but Ibu Konate, Virgil van Dijk have been brilliant. Offside there. But Chelsea look way too easy to play through the lines. Enzo and Jota. Oh, Enzo leaned his head towards him there. Portuguese speaker versus the Spanish speaking. Yellow card for Enzo and yellow card for Jota. I think Enzo. Anthony Taylor's right there, but Enzo leans his head towards him there, doesn't he? A bit. Oh. He's. Do you know what? It's a bit questionable that from Enzo, I will be honest. Poch has his work cut out for sure. He was, you're never going to fix Rome in a day. Chelsea fans were entering this game with a lot more optimism, but that optimism surely has been drained out by how they've defended so far. And now Liverpool have been able to press them, turn over possession, get cut through them like a hot knife through butter. Ibu Konate makes the foul there. Oh. Anthony Taylor getting it. Ben Chilwell saying there's a delay in play and he should be getting booked for that. But Anthony Taylor says, nah, not for me. Keep playing on, guys. Sanchez knew it was off. That's why I lay. Could you fix Rome in a week? No way. Could you be Rome? Is it a throw-in? Yeah, he's giving it. Carney. Dispossessed. Liverpool have getting players swarming in and around the Chelsea ones. But here's Enzo now. Gets it out to Raheem Sterling. He's got Reece James to the right of him. Sterling gives it away. Konate clears. Chelsea still got possession though. Konate and Van Dijk have been very busy at the back. Busier than they would like to, I'm sure. Enzo, brilliant feet. Excellent from Enzo Fernandez. Oh, but he can't execute the pass. Worms his way out of trouble there. But he couldn't make the pass. That's the quality of Enzo. 120 million euros worth. Not for me, but certainly got potential. Sterling doing Sterling things, says Fads. Has he ever scored against Liverpool? Has he ever scored against his former side? I know he's never scored against Manchester United. But has he ever scored against Liverpool? He might have scored against them back in lockdown. But does lockdown football really count? Does it really? I don't know. Oh, flick from Soberschlei. Offside Liverpool there. If you could fix a bike, you could fix a car. If you could fix I already know that advert. If you could fix a bike, you could fix a car. If you could do that, you could fix Rome in a year. That's what makes you a Royal Commando worthy. If you're British, if you're in the UK, you would have seen that advert. It's like, fix a bike, you can fix a car. If you can fix a car, you can fix a tank. You can fix a tank. It's crazy. 3 lions on the shirt. Yeah. Definitely. Come on. Wearing an England top there. You get it. They need to revert to a back 4. Colwell getting cooked by Salah here. But if they revert to a back 4, Fads, that leaves even more space for Liverpool to attack down the channels. I think the problem is that Reece James and Ben Chilwell playing very high, and they've got centre backs really covering these wide spaces. But they've worked it well here. Carney Chukwuemeka gets it out to Reece James, crosses in the box. Ibu Konate's there again. Crossing from Reece James, cleared away by Virgil van Dijk. The Liverpool centre-backs have had a really good 35 minutes here. I will be honest. Reece James getting a few balls, crosses into the box. Works his way out of the trouble there, Reece James. Sterling turns it in the box. Sterling crossing, cleared by Trent Alexander-Arnold for a corner. And it looked dangerous, to be honest. It looked like it could have been an own goal. But it's brilliant play from Reece James and Sterling down his right side. Gakpo gets turned way too easily. I'm sorry, though. This Liverpool team, their centre-backs are working hard. The midfield are giving them no protection at all. Enzo swings one in. Header by Ibu Konate. Enzo into the box. Good header from Szoboszlai. Not away! Disasi equalises for Chelsea. He's not had a great start to the game, but he equalises, and it's 1-1. Poor defending from Liverpool this time. We said there's going to be goals, and there's goals in here already. 1-1, 37th minute. Axel Disasi. Reminds me of that Koulibaly goal against Spurs, if I'll be honest. Axel Disasi with the equaliser. Cross in the box. Who falls asleep? Oh, is it Trent or Virgil van Dijk? Let me look at it again. So the crossing from Enzo is a good one. Headed away by Szoboszlai. Oh, my word. Trent is fast asleep there. It's Trent Alexander-Arnold's fault there. He's not alert. He's not alert to the second ball. He's not alert. It's a Trent error for me. He had two players, yeah, of course. But mark the player in front of you at least. Virgil van Dijk's not good. He's not covered himself in glory as well. He's ball watching. He's not realised Axel Disasi's behind him. I think it's a mixture of Trent and Virgil van Dijk for me. I think it's a mixture. I've praised Virgil in the start of this game, but he's at fault there. Chelsea's tails are up, and we know how important momentum is in football. The Frenchman. Here's Chelsea now. The crowd's up. Their tails are up. Enzo into Chilwell. Round the keeper. 2-1 Chelsea. Oh, wow. Ben Chilwell. That just turns the game around. Liverpool lose their heads. It's 2-1 Chelsea. Is he onside though? That is the question. Another close one. They're crumbling here, Liverpool. Look, that high line. No pressure on the ball. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. It's not 2-1. He's offside. It's a good finish. Good, cool, calm composure. But he's offside. He's offside. Oh, he's off. He's off for me. Yeah, he's off. VAR's having a look at it, but he's offside. Trent's the deepest defender, but he's beyond him. Yeah, offside is given. More drama than EastEnders. 2 goals ruled out. 1 for Chelsea, 1 for Liverpool due to offsides. And, oh, what a game we've got here. What a game. Much better than the 0-0s we've seen in the past. And goal has been officially ruled out. Offside is given. It's not off time. Just getting that comment off. Damn, says Jerome. 2 offside goals tells you a lot about these teams. Wide open. I mean, both teams are playing with really high lines. You know, Pochettino likes that. Liverpool, ever since Jurgen Klopp's been there, has played that very high line. Let VAR make the decision. But what I would say is, Pax, the pressure on the ball has been poor from the midfield. And we know the midfielders, there's no defensive nous from in either side. There's no destroyer. There's no one that can really sense danger. Gallagher loses it. He's the weakness. He's on the pressing point. Oh, here's Salah now. Salah draws a save out of Sanchez. I'm not sure it was going in anyway. Again, Chilwell. Yep. Have you got him in your fantasy? You said at least an assist. But Conor Gallagher, when Liverpool are triggering their press on him. Yeah, it's miles wide. Sanchez could have let that go. But seriously, Conor Gallagher, he's not dealing with this Liverpool press. I know it's offside, but Trent can't defend. He's fortunate. He's very fortunate there. Good cutout from Axel Disasi. Szoboszlai tries to find Luis Diaz. He's very fortunate. It's more luck than design. The system, the high line, but he's the deepest one. And if that pass is played a little bit earlier, Trent's possibly at fault for 2 goals. It's true, Rich. It's true. That's the weakness. That's one of the weaknesses. I'd say Liverpool, when you get past and beyond that midfield, you got to look down that right side for me. Why didn't I put Chilwell on my fantasy team? Do you know what, Casey? I'll give you a bit. Don't beat yourself up too much, because with Chelsea, they've got quite a few left backs, players that can play on that left side. Cucurella, Ian Matson, especially in this wing back position. So it wasn't a guarantee that Chilwell was going to play. And speaking of the man, he's just giving it away here for Liverpool. And here's Salah. Tries to find Jota, given away, cut out by Levi Colwill. Chelsea working well under the press. Plays it back to Robert Sanchez, though. Winner takes Caicedo, says Jerome. Indeed. I'm sure. Imagine if that was an added stipulation. That would be quality. Caicedo's watching this and he's saying, okay, whoever wins, I'm going to this team, okay? It makes for an entertaining offensive game. It does. That's true. Trent should be an 8. Play the reserve right back if he's more tigerish in the tackle. Ball in the box. Jackson over the bar. Big chance there for Chelsea. Reece James gets the ball into Nicholas Jackson on his weaker right foot, but should do better. The Senegalese. That Chelsea, the biggest danger where they're creating is from that right. James, good ball. Ibu Konate, it's a good run. It's just more, you know what, it's good play from Chelsea. But it's too easy to get down that right-hand side, but it's good combination play. Jackson leaning back, gets his foot underneath that ball and goes over the bar. Should be doing better. And you know what? Should be scoring. That was Chelsea's issue last season, though, guys, wasn't it? It was scoring the goals. Excellently done there under pressure. There's a high line again. Sterling. Oh, well defended by Robertson. Sterling saying that is a pass back. Here's Enzo to Sterling. Reece James in the box. Clips one in. Oh, what a game. Diaz. Ooh, can't play it there. Can't get to it. I have Jackson for a second. I thought it was a smooth criminal. Badums. Casey loved that Michael Jackson. Here we go. So much space here for Reece James out on his right, up against Robertson. Into Jackson. Back to James. Is he going to switch it left? Are they going to go left here? Looks like they are. Here's Levi Colwill. Out to Chilwell. Seriously, though, if I'm Chelsea, I'm going to I would get Mudryk out here. No word of a lie. I'm getting Mikhailo Mudryk up against Trent Alexander-Arnold. Get his pace in behind. Cause him trouble. 6 minutes added on now as we're entering half-time. They're getting a lot of joy out on this right-hand side, but if you can basically do the same thing, but do it out on the left, you might get even more joy from a Chelsea perspective. From Liverpool, the game has swung out of their favour, and this is why goals change games. Momentum. We saw it yesterday. If you watched the Arsenal-Nottingham Forest game, Arsenal in cruise control, looking like they're going to make a comfortable win, maybe 2, 3, 4, until Nottingham Forest had a counter-attack. Anthony Elanga gets the cross in. Taiwo Awoniyi scores. And then it was a nervy end for Arsenal. Liverpool had a very good start. Looked like they could score more. Had a second goal ruled out. Chelsea go the other end. Go and grab a goal. And Chelsea get a goal ruled out. But here's Salah here. How a game can change in a flash. Salah with a cross into the back post. Beyond everyone. Too deep for Jota. Goes out for a goal kick. Paxton giving us a statistic here. Chelsea have won more of the duels on all fronts. Big up, Pax, for that. What have you got the numbers to hand, my bro? I would appreciate that. But guys, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. Let's get these watch-alongs out to more people. What a start to the season we've had in this Premier League season. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be totally honest, people. I think this has been I think we're going to get the best, most entertaining Premier League season to date. Ball from Sterling to Chilwell. Can't get the shot under control. Bit too heavy for him. Was stretching. I'm not sure if he tried to go for the shot or tried to get it back across for Nicholas Jackson. But Raheem Sterling, this is his, he's been really good, today. Down that right side. It's one of his best performances in a Chelsea shirt since he signed from Manchester City a year ago. What is the problem with LFC's defence? Jerome, I can tell you from what I've assessed here, they're getting overloaded on the wings and especially on the right-hand side. But the midfield, what are easy to play through. And they're causing their centre-backs to do a lot of work here. It's that midfield. It's that donut that Liverpool have got. I mentioned it in the preview show. Liverpool fans have tried to deny it. You can't deny it. It's easy. Stevie Wonder could see it. You need a defensive midfielder. Chelsea are able to swing momentum because they're easy to play through. When the press gets broken down, there's no destroyer. There's no one who's physically capable enough to win those duels. Listen to Paxton here. And that's a perfect segue. It's a perfect segue because Pax, the ground duels won. Chelsea have won more than Liverpool because Chelsea don't even have a Moises Caicedo or a Romeo Lavia there yet, who are going to be brought in to win more of those duels, especially on the ground. But Chelsea having a Conor Gallagher with his tenacity, with his intensity, and the same goes for Enzo Fernandez, who's decent in the tackles. They're able to win more duels than Liverpool's midfield, who you've got an attacking number 8 in a Szoboszlai, who's basically a wide 10, and then you've got Cody Gakpo, who's a forward playing in midfield. So I'm sorry, that's the issue for Liverpool. Chelsea defensively, there was a lot of space in those wide areas because of the wing-backs pushing up so high, being so far forward in Chilwell and Reece James, which is affording the likes of Diaz, Salah to get 1v1 with Disasi and Colwill, and just because of their quality, they're devastating. Jota's having to come off here. He's looking like he's got an issue to his shin. We know with Diogo Jota what a player he is, what a predator he is in front of goal, but his issues is staying fit. So Liverpool fans will be hoping that he can get back on the pitch and he'll be fine. I'm sure they'll assess him at halftime, but even aerially, Chelsea have won the duels. And successful dribbles, 4 for Chelsea, 3 for Liverpool. So it's close on that point. Big up my bro Pax here for putting in the statistics to help back up my points. So appreciate you. Second ball winners are important in football. Tereak in, McAllister out. Exactly. I would definitely add some physicality. Brilliant turn from Enzo Fernandez. He wins the free kick. He is a pleasure to watch, though. McAllister, his international teammate. Lets him be known there. He's too quick for him. But you are right, Casey, because when I think about it, that's why Arsenal brought in a Declan Rice. He's a second ball monster. That's why Man United have a Casemiro, why they're looking at Sofian Amrabat. These players are the most important players in football teams. No matter how good your centre-backs are, no matter how good your attack is, if you don't have ball winners in there, you're not able to sustain momentum, sustain attacks, prevent transitions. Check the core rate. Liverpool been interested in him. I love him because he's a second ball monster, but he's also technically very good. And at the highest level, that's why they're going for a premium, guys. People ask the question. Ball in, Disassi, headers across. And has it gone out for a goal kick? But this is going back to my point. That's why they're at a premium, because it's hard to get well-rounded second ball monsters, physical players who have the energy and the technical ability to be able to play for these high demanding teams. You see the high lines that they're playing. They're trying to make the pitch as compact as possible. Teams are technically sound and able to play through presses. But if you've got someone that can cover ground, cover space, Moises Caicedo, Declan Rice, Casemiro, Sofiane Amrabat, Romeo Lavia, these types of players who are highly sought after, Aurelian Tchouameni, that's why they're costing so much. Your goal scorers aren't even costing as much as these players nowadays. Because they're very, there's not many. The market is scarce. Sorry, with these forward players. But Sterling, brilliant ball in the box again, just beyond Chilwell here. We are into the 7th minute of added time, but because of Jota's injury, I'm not sure how much is going to be added on. But here's Carney Chukwuemeka. Plays it to Nicholas Jackson. Can't get it out. Well back by Conor Gallagher with his dogged, tenacious play. We've seen his issue on the ball, and Liverpool have been able to press him and cause him problems there. But you can't question the tenacity that they have there with Enzo and Conor Gallagher. That's why the momentum shifted back. Aston Villa are trying to hijack Everton's move for Jack Harrison. But despite medical tests took place today, there's a relegation clause into the contract, so it's up to the player. Ooh, Jack Harrison, what decision do you make? You know, Aston Villa going into the season before yesterday's game, one of the most exciting teams, you know, looking at their transfer window, the success that Unai Emery had, and it is half-time. So is he going to make that move? You'd certainly say he'd get more game time at Everton, and Sean Dyche is intent on bringing him in. But the project at Villa does look good, although it didn't have a good start yesterday, getting battered by Newcastle, and they had problems defensively. Injuries have caused them issues as well. Tyrone Mings, get well soon. He suffered a real bad-looking injury. When I saw it initially, it looked like an ACL, as it was the outside of his outside of his right knee. That did get popped, and he was in a lot of distress. So maybe they're looking to try and hijack him to bring in more bodies for an attacking sense after losing Emi Buendia. Rice versus McTominay, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, exactly, Rice. Kouyaté, another one, yeah. Not quite at that physical level, I'd say, anymore, technical to play for the best teams. Real Madrid guy, Tchouameni, that's what Man United need. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of teams in the world need. That's why he went for about, £85 million, 100 million euros. Everton play Villa next weekend. He'll have a hatred from the opposition team, both. So just a bit like Caicedo here, where both teams are interested. It's going to be similar in terms of having, Jack Harrison might be able to say, let me watch both teams, actually. Let me watch that game, and then I'll make my decision. I wonder if players have ever thought that way. Because you just think so. If you've got two teams interested in you and they're playing each other, and you want to make your decision, just hold out on that decision. Watch how they play. Not even necessarily look at the result. Just watch how the direction that they're going in, how they're playing, where you see, how you would fit in. Even if you have to compete for your place, it'll be worth it. Because hence, David Raya, a lot of people are questioning, why would David Raya make the move to Arsenal? A first choice goalkeeper could go to most teams in the world and be a first choice. But he wants to go and win trophies, clearly. He wants to play for the best team that will suit him, that suits his philosophy, how he wants to play. And that's why he's chosen the mighty Arsenal. So 85 million for that French lad. 85 million. That's what I'm saying. Young. No worries, Casey. No worries. But guys, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. We are on the road to 700 subscribers. Please do. See you later, Mom. If we can get there, if we can get to 700, what did I say? 700 by September, then yeah, that'll be great. But it's a pleasure to have you all. What are we on now? Still 676. Let's go, people. I'm just going to change it to subscribers only. I probably should have done that better. Big up yourself, Jerome. I'd love to see a new face in here. Hope you're keeping good. He says, Arsenal still in for Kudus. We've not really heard too much on that, my bro. Because Kudus to that Brighton move looking like it's breaking down. They're just not getting to an agreement there for personal terms. But I'm sure Arsenal still remain in interest. The focus from Arsenal is just to try and get sales increase. Try and get more players out the door. Because at the moment, we've got a packed squad. We've got a squad of 30 players. If you would have seen yesterday, even with injuries, we were still having to leave the likes of Kieran Tierney out of the squad. So yeah, it should be interesting. I think I would definitely love Mohammed Kudus. What a player he is. The Ghanaian, a lot of intensity. He suits Arsenal stylistically on and off the ball. I've done a lot of YouTube scouting too. Looked at him on Y Scout, looking at how he wins and how he protects the ball. He's very Saka-like in terms of how he protects the ball. When he's got a defender to the back of him, he loves the contact. He likes to engage with them, work his way through. He's got the good technical feet. He's very much. He needs to work on his right foot for me, because in the Premier League, you've seen with the likes of Anthony. They've been very predictable, and teams have been able to stop them and try and nullify their threat. And I think if he is going to be a threat on that right wing position for Arsenal, he really needs to work on that right foot and and even if he doesn't go there often, when he does go on that side, if he can work on his execution with crossing or passing or shooting, then he'll be a nightmare to defend. That's where I think Saka has really pushed on. Also, Brighton, they're the ones who have had the agreement in principle with Ajax, but not with the player. Roll to 1K, boom! Come on, people, 1K by the new year. Can we get that? That's the latest I'd like to get there, guys. But I appreciate all the support that you've shown. This week we've put out a lot of content. If you haven't checked it, Jerome, check out my Premier League content from this week. I did a ones to watch where I went through all 20 teams and went through a player to watch from each club. Check that out. Let me know what team you support as well. I did a Premier League prediction show where I predicted where each team would finish in the table. It might be a little bit out of date, I'd say, maybe because of the Harry Kane move in terms of Tottenham. But check out the Premier League preview show as well, because we have a predictions league where I'm keeping up with you guys' predictions. I'll be bringing you the table in the next Premier League preview show, which will come on Thursday night as well, guys, because there is a Friday night game. I believe it's Nottingham Forest. I'm not quite sure who they're playing, in fact, but Nottingham Forest are playing. I know that. It'll be Thursday night. Check that out. And all the other content, and that goes for everyone else watching too. We've got plenty of Premier League content. And when the Champions League comes back, the champions! You know it already, people. I'll be here. Same way as Arsenal, my boys. Arsenal. Edson Alvarez was an excellent purchase for the Hammers. Yeah, it was highly sought after, Casey. And it's quite a surprise because it looked like he was going to Borussia Dortmund, but there was some issues there from the player side once again. Last year, Chelsea were interested in him on deadline day, but at that point, Ajax said, we're not selling any more of our key assets. We've sold too many already. They sold Lissandro, Gravenberch, Mazraoui, Anthony. They were like, we're not losing him as well. So they denied him that move. He had a lot of interest from other clubs too. So it's a Mexican destroyer replacement. So when he's going to bring the defensive responsibility that Declan Rice had and capability, it's a big shoes to fill, because what Declan Rice brings you in terms of a defensive ability, but not just that, in terms of off the pitch, his leadership. And how he played a hero ball a lot of the time for West Ham and wearing a cape on his back, as Clive says all the time. Inter, Paxton says Inter in talks with Bologna to sign Marko Arnautovic. Do you remember any of his links with you guys, Pax? Negotiations are progressing on key details. Arnautovic agreed personal terms with Inter weeks ago. Wow, although personally he's not a good person. Yeah, he's he's had issues in the past. What a player, a good quality player, big man with technical ability, can score a goal, left foot, right foot header. He's a very good player, but not a great character. Ibrahim Sangare, another one. Yes, is he still at PSV? I think he is. He had a great time there. A lot of fans are interested in him. Clubs, not so much. I wonder what it is that stops Premier League clubs from going from him. Is it PSV pricing him out? Is it something that they see in his game that he's not quite at the level? Is it his personal demands? Is it his personality? Who knows? Big up my brother vibes in the building, breath. I'm an AFC supporter. My fellow Gooner in the place. And definitely will check out the preview show. That's it, man. And being as you're an Arsenal fan, Jerome, we do also have a show called The Arsenal Show. Which will be bringing you most likely Monday nights. I'm trying to work. I want to get a panel of guests, and I want to make it open to you guys as well with the Arsenal Show, because I do my match reactions when I speak about the games. But I would like for the Arsenal show to be you get your voice and your opinions out. I'll get a few things now from when the emotions of the game have calmed down, some key aspects. I want to throw it out there to you guys, get a regular panel of guests so that it makes it entertaining for you also. Because, you know, in some shows where if you're doing some shows and you get too many new people on a weekly basis, you kind of want to see the same people, banter them if they've got something wrong, or see if they have their change of opinion. You also kind of want that consistency too. But I am happy to make it open and out there and get new people on and new involved. And Jerome, if you would ever be interested, defo hit me up. Check me out on Twitter or anything like that. Steffi in the building too says, lol, the singing, the vocals too. Big up yourself. You guys both enjoyed it. Shall I do it again? Nah, I don't do it on demand. I'm not a performing monkey, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. The champions. Harrison has decided to join Villa after a direct call with Emery. Emery's got that pull. He seriously does. He done the same with Moussa Diaby. Despite medical tests at Everton, he'll now prepare for a medical at Aston Villa. Villa already agreed the loan deal with Leeds. Oh my words. Everton, it feels like they keep getting done with this. Arna Danjuma, who is now an Evertonian, he's now a toffee player. It's happened again. Everton fans must be cursing their luck. He says, Jerome says, I hope Mikel Arteta can convince Ballo to stay. Hey, Jerome, I agree, man. I like following Balogun, and if it was my choice out of the player, I prefer him to Eddie Nketiah. I just feel like he adds more of a goal threat in behind. I feel like he's got more power and pace than Eddie Nketiah also. We've seen him score goals in his career already at Stade Rome. I would really like to see him over Eddie, but I think Eddie, what Mikel Arteta really, the point with Eddie that most fans and most people don't really see is how he works off the pitch as well. He's one of the best trainers. If you check in his press conference yesterday, someone asked the question why did you start Eddie and was you pleased to see him score? He said Eddie trained so well this week. He basically said to me, and how he trained was, Gaffer, if you don't play me, you're blind. He must have been an excellent trainer, and Arteta really likes that. You know, he cares a lot about the person and how they work, their personality, more than just their ability. And that's probably that might be an issue for Mikel Arteta with Balogun. I'm not sure. You know, it's dangerous to put these things out there and say it, because the things get stereotyped a lot and no one really knows Balogun's character. But with Eddie Nketiah, with how Arteta speaks of him, he praises his character a lot and his attitude and mentality. So I think that's what it is a lot of the time. And it is important, the attitude and mentality, because João Cancelo last year, no one can doubt his ability for Man City. One of the best players that they've had in recent years when he's been performing. But last year, Guardiola said, nah, get you out. I can't have this. Go out on loan. And then after getting rid of Cancelo, it's no surprise that the Manchester City team were able to go on their best run and win the treble. It is important. Alex Ferguson always knew the right time when to get rid of players, who to keep, and those things there. And you see, at Man United, you saw a lot of good, talented players leave, but it didn't stop you guys from winning trophies. So, yeah, that's just to provide some balance there. But I do like following Balogun as a player. Ajax, I like Saints, Sal for Profit, Lallana, Klein, Virgil, Mane, Livramento, Lambert. Yeah, the list goes on, my bro. It's very true. Ajax are kind of built in that model. And it's hard with Ajax because of the league that they're in. It's the league that they're in and the money that is going to generate, the Eredivisie, it's not competitive enough for the likes of to keep their best talents, unfortunately. They're a great club with a rich history and have given birth to a lot of the best players to ever play our game and have a brilliant philosophy, which a lot of clubs have built their style of football and their recruitment model on. Also, PSV Eindhoven, you've been clipped. Damn it. The clip's going to do the rounds. Tereak Danjuma. Big up LFC fan. Nunez going to come on and score a screamer as the winner. Hey, we'll have to wait and see. Nunez, you have got a lot of attacking threat. Is anyone missing from the front line? I mean, well, you got Gakpo. You've got about 4 forwards that are playing right now. Even Szoboszlai could play there. Big up yourself, my bro. I'd like to see Tereak as a false 9. I mean, false. Hey, come on, Casey. Sending shots there. McFred were good trainers. Didn't make them a good duo at the end of the day. Balogun is better than Eddie overall. Hey, but Pax, you can't necessarily take that away because they're not good enough to play start games week in, week out. But Eddie Nketiah doesn't start week in, week out, and it's good to have those players in the squad. Darren Fletcher, Park Ji-sung, they weren't excellent players. I mean, there was better players like Shinji Kagawa, you'd say, who had good technical ability about them that couldn't thrive at Manchester United for their head not being in the right place or whatever. So you need a balance. You need that quality, of course, to win, but you also need a balance to. The best choice would be to have players that are fully committed, fully on board, and are at the best technical level. Jefferson Lerma and Decore on fire, exactly. When we're talking about a partnership, defensive players, I mean, who are excellent in duels, but you've got the ability to play with the Czech Decore also. They were fire yesterday, says Rich. And they allow the likes of Abire Eze to shine. And he was, Abire Eze again. Bro, it was a joy to watch. You guys at Palace are going to, you already do love him. I'm not saying you are going to love him like you haven't seen him. Imagine him, the potential with him and França. As the second half's about to kick off again, put the headphones just over my ears. They're not on. They're not even on my ears. I don't know if you can see. It's just so I can hear you guys and hear myself speak as well. Tereak has sloppy slide done anything? Do you know what vibes? He had a very good start to the game. Szoboszlai, he was making some good runs, good passes in behind. Set towards the end, though, the first half, didn't really do too much and was a bit quiet. But yeah, he's a threat, and you can see his quality going forward. That's for sure. Fergie got rid of Ince, Conchelsis, Hughes, One Summer, and rebuilt with the class of '96 group worked. I'd rather have Ballo over Eddie in this situation. Of course, squad players are important. And what you also have to remember as well, Pax, is, and do you know what? I was thinking about this last night. Do you know when we was talking about the Isak and Jesus thing on Twitter? You have to remember, players also have to be willing to take that role in the squad. Eddie is a striker who's willing to be, he's willing to be a second choice. And it's hard to say he's not just willing to sit down and take a paycheck like that, but he's happy to say, okay, I'm willing to fight for my position. I'm willing to compete with Jesus. And if you don't play me, I've got the right attitude to say, okay, I'm not going to put my head down and start sulking and crying and if I'm not playing, I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to show you why I should play. I don't know if Balogun does that. Balogun has come out publicly. Hold on. Diaz. He had a chance there to shoot. It was a poor shot in the end from Luis Diaz. Should have done better. But yeah, what I'm saying to you though, bro, is you can't guarantee that he's he might be like, oh, I just want to go and play. I want to be the main man. Fair play to him. Go and do that. You can't do that though. You can't guarantee none of that at Arsenal. There's nothing false about you, Tereak. You're the real deal. My brother Casey. I love it. He attacks me at times, but he also shows the love in here too. No, I appreciate you, Casey. Villa and Leeds will also conclude the deal for Jack Harrison. Not mandatory. Unai Emery and Aston Villa Football Club got the green light from both player and club, waiting to get signed. Unfortunate. Jack Harrison. Happens, man. Them hijacks they do you dirty. Especially for a club like Everton. You've not had many signings. And do you know the knock-on effect that has? Everton have kept Damari Gray because they've said we're not letting go of you until we get a player in place. And Jack Harrison might have been the player to come in for Damari Gray. So now Damari Gray is going to have to wait, and his future is going to get long. That do you like Sloppy Sly? I do like Sloppy Sly. I do like him. And I think he'll do well at Liverpool. Just not in this midfield. I apologize if no. It's never hurtful, my bro. Bro, it's all good, bro. I'll ever, I'd tell you if you ever cross the line, man. But it's all good. It's all playful. I don't mind it. Is Diaz? He tries a bicycle kick to Jota at the back post. Here's Van Dijk now. Oh, Van Dijk nearly went for the top corner there, and it wasn't too far, the big Dutchman. Jota plays it back. Van Dijk on the edge of the box on the corner. Yo, it's not too far. Ooh. Looks like Jackson hurt his groin. Yeah, so we got a kick from Alisson into, that area, the sensitive area. All of us guys who have played football, we know how much that hurts, but he should be all right. It's not a muscular injury. It's more of an impact one. Guys, for those of you back in the second half, welcome back to the stream. If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like the video. And if you are liking what you're seeing, guys, we've got plenty more of these watch-longs to come. I'm not a fan of either of these teams. I'm just a neutral. As I'm an Arsenal fan, trying to stay as neutral as possible in this situation. Oh, Sterling into Jackson. Heavy touch on the chest, though, as Liverpool are trying to break. Well, won back by Conor Gallagher. Jota fell asleep there, but Conor Gallagher's tenacity and energy in midfield. Oh, Chukwuemeka can't slide one through to Nicholas Jackson. It's Trent, who's alert and awake there. When he is awake, he's a good defender when he's concentrated, but that's his issue. He's not always concentrated, which can lead to goals, which ultimately cost Liverpool points. This is why I haven't gone for Liverpool, in my opinion, to win the title. I don't think they will win the league. I think they'll compete. But winning it, you can't be falling asleep in the moments there. Oh, we didn't even get to play our game at half time. I might have to play it at full time with you guys. I will play it at full time. We play a little game. If anyone's ever seen Crossover Grid on Twitter or anything like that, I haven't done mine today. So I'll play it at full time. I do promise. Please remind me in the chat. Balogun 22 goals and 5 assists for runs, or why not give him a chance? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, he's a better footballer. From what I've seen more, and I've been more impressed with what Balogun can do. So it is interesting. I'm not quite sure why. That's why I'm out here speculating. Robertson with a good ball in, but into the hands of Sanchez. That's why I can only speculate. It must be something that he's not quite sure of his attitude. It must be the attitude thing. A little game that was played for over an hour, I'm sure, last time. Yeah. I will be quicker. That's because we had I was relying on you guys in the chat, and we had my brilliant guests come on we started chopping it up. Oh, Thiago Silva's fortunate there, but he's still giving away. Here's Luis Diaz on the left. Plays it in behind to Robertson. Stretching, gets the ball across. And it is Thiago Silva, the one that clears. He puts his hand up and apologizes after he's put his team under some pressure there. And it's ultimately giving them a corner. By the way, that Chelsea kit is gorgeous, you know. I've got to be honest. The Liverpool kit's very nice. 2 beautiful kits on show here. They're just plain red and blue kits, but the design of them, I'm a fan. Wow. Liverpool, most goals in the Premier League from set pieces last season with 18. Oh! It's not a goal. I thought it was a Liverpool goal. Speaking about their set piece danger, Dominic Szoboszlai adds to that. Diaz gets a header. It's blocked by a Chelsea player, but they're looking at it for a potential handball. Oh, Nicholas Jackson. It makes contact with his hand. His hands are here. The ball hits his right hand. Ooh. I'm doing the Gary Neville. Ooh, again. VAR still checking it. Anthony Taylor's pausing play. The header by Diaz. Check complete. No penalty given. I think it's a bit harsh. It's not a penalty for me. Here's the VAR sign. I love Pax's new VAR sign that he's brought in. What a ball in again. Well headed away there by the man that you're talking about, Thiago Silva. Did you do that on purpose? I think you did. It made me laugh. Thiago Silva still playing at this elite level. Maybe his last season at Chelsea. Szoboszlai with a shot there. Brilliant tackle from Gallagher. He had a slow start to the game, Gallagher, and he was getting caught in possession a lot. But he's really he's growing a lot in this. Conor Gallagher. He's been brilliant. Yeah, VAR, really no pen. It's harsh. I think it would have been harsh. For me, it's not a penalty. He said his hand's close to his chest. Gary Neville said he's lying, but he said, no, my hand's close to my chest. It's not a penalty for me, but the Liverpool fans will certainly be asking for it. Here's Sterling now on this right channel. He's got 2 for company. Oh, he does well there. Gets past Robertson into Enzo Fernandez. Brilliant ball to Chilwell. Great save by Alisson. The touch was too heavy from Chilwell. It dragged him wide, but he still got the shot off and drew a big save from Alisson there. It's brilliant from Sterling into Enzo. Great weight of pass. It's just the touch from Ben Chilwell. Sends him out wider than he'd like. But Liverpool have a chance to counter here. Here's Salah. Brilliant tackle from Conor Gallagher. And let me say this. Conor Gallagher, I want to give you a round of applause. Mate, the game's not done. He could take that away from me completely. But, mate, you have really improved in this game. You have grown and grown. Jackson tries to slide one through. Excellent interception from Virgil van Dijk. But Conor Gallagher, mate, you've been class. You've grown a lot in this game. You were poor to begin with. Liverpool triggering their presses upon you, turning over the ball, but off the ball, you've been a real player for Chelsea, and you've helped Chelsea get back into this game. Come on, guys! I need to see some praise for Gallagher in the chat. I don't even like him like that because but defensively, he's been really good for them. Stylistically, who fits the bill, Balogun or Nketiah? You'd say stylistically, Balogun would fit more. That's why it's a bit weird. Why we're not seeing Balogun. If he stays beyond the transfer window, will we see him? I don't know. But his future, unless the decision's already been made, maybe it's not even to do with his ability. Maybe it's to do with Arsenal need funds to put players out in other areas, and you can get more money from Balogun than you can from Eddie Nketiah, or Balogun's attracting a lot more interest. Who knows, man? Was it deflected? It was, but it was a deflected. Yeah, it was deflected. For the handball, Sterling is balling. He's having a really good game against his Fulham side here. It's a pen, says Casey. Conor Gallagher is playing well. Yeah, man, exactly, Jerome. And they should really play it to him here, but no, they found Carney Chukwuemeka. Tries to cut inside. Alexis McAllister does well, winning it back. And Liverpool play it through there. Good football from Liverpool. Gakpo into the space now where Salah's trying to get there, but Thiago Silva reads the danger well. The two players that are covering in that centre position, Gallagher and McAllister, are having to get through a lot of defensive work, and they're doing okay to their ability, but they're not going to be the long-term solutions there, that's for sure. I want to see what is McAllister's tackles and interception saying? 2 tackles. Oh, Nicholas Jackson can't lay it off for Sterling there. Enzo with a counter press, wins it back. Brilliant from Enzo Fernandez. Here he is now. Got a chance to whip one in, tries to cross, deflected, up in the air to Konate, heads it up. Carney Chukwuemeka wins it back. Szoboszlai wins it again. Anthony Taylor got in the way of Szoboszlai there. Chelsea still maintaining the pressure. Conor Gallagher playing better than Szoboszlai. Of course you'd say that, Fads. Of course you'd say that easy. But nah, I think Conor Gallagher's done really well. I think both players have done okay. Big up to my bro, Shay. Hope you're doing good. I think I got the prediction right for the Tottenham Brentford. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that. I'll double check it. Now, Reece James is inverted. So there's a tactical switch there from Pochettino. Good turn from Carney Chukwuemeka. Gets it out to Enzo Fernandez. Carney reminds me of a Ruben Loftus-Cheek, how he glides with the ball with his big, tall frame. Back to Reece James, who is now back on the right. Whips one into the back post to Chukwuemeka. It wasn't. It was Nicholas Jackson, in fact, and Chukwuemeka picks up the loose ball. Plays it back to Chilwell. Chelsea are able to maintain the pressure here. No bias for real here, T. I hear you. I think they've been about it. You know, Conor Gallagher's had a better end. He's been better in the recent minutes, shall I say. But Szoboszlai had a really good start to the game. So it's close. We'll see at the end. We'll see who's had a better game. But Chelsea, they're the ones who have got the momentum and putting Liverpool under pressure here. Playing it round the back. Liverpool not pressing, just containing at the moment. In their shape. Look at that. Last 10 minutes, 75% possession to Chelsea. Oh, he loses it there, Reece James, but he goes back to Axel Disasi with a brilliant switch out there to Chilwell. Excellent ball. Here's Ben Chilwell now. Going into the box. He can't get past Trent, who defends that situation really well. But Nicholas Jackson and Chilwell combined force him to kick the ball out. 11 shots for Liverpool, only 1 on target, and that's the goal. Not clinical with their finishing at all. And yeah, you talk about Chelsea, they're the ones who lack that final, a bit of end product. But when they do get the shot on target, they tend to get him past Sanchez. Well, 100% on target, the ones that they scored. Oh, that's a soft free kick. Soft free kick there, given away by Chelsea to Trent. Is it a foul? Yeah. Just catches him. Trent wins the ball back and Chilwell just catches him. Just enough. Paxson's not going to like it. But in today's game, I don't really like it either. But in today's game, it's a free kick. Oh, brilliant from Chukwuemeka. Down there to Chilwell. He looked like he was fouled to me. But yeah, Anthony Taylor, good decision. It's a good decision. Yeah, because it looked like Ben Chilwell lost his footing, went into Konate, but it looked like he was tripped up by McAllister. Yeah. And here's a crossing opportunity now for Chelsea. In a dangerous position. Is it going to be the in-swinger of Reece James or the out-swinger, the out-curler of Ben Chilwell? You've got Disasi, Thiago Silva, Levi Colwill, Chukwuemeka, Nicholas Jackson, some of the big guys in the box, but Liverpool have their own in Gakpo, Virgil, Konate, and Szoboszlai is a big lad too, you know. Swung in by James. He's gone for goal. He didn't go for a cross. It's poor in the end. Yeah, I think Anthony Taylor's been good. Chelsea fans hate him too, but I think I think he is one of the best refs that we've got in our league. Him and Michael Oliver. I actually like Michael Oliver a lot. I've got other. I don't like Rob Jones. He's shocking. He was the ref for the Brentford Tottenham game. Andy Madley, them man there, not for me. Anthony Taylor and Michael Oliver, they're the ones I want ref in the game. And here is Darwin Núñez alongside Curtis Jones, the one who I put for Liverpool's one to watch in that one to watch video. Go check it out later. I know I've plugged it a few times, shamelessly. But yeah, here comes Darwin Núñez and Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones had a brilliant under 21 Euros in that midfield next to former Manchester United man Angel Gomez. Robert Sanchez taking his time, finds Colwill, does well under pressure. Gallagher, he got away with that there. Gallagher put Colwill under pressure, but he managed to work his way through, and now Chelsea can spring an attack. James to Chilwell, good touch, but well read by Trent. And Conor Gallagher picks up the loose ball. That should go into Enzo, into James. Yes. Brilliant from Enzo. Into Sterling. Oh, it's not a good pass into Sterling there, I don't think. Crossed into the box, but no one's there apart from a Liverpool player, Virgil. And Robertson just gets it up and clear. And Disasi into Gallagher. They're winning every first ball and second ball now. Liverpool, tired legs, tired minds. That's probably why Jurgen Klopp's trying to get fresh legs up at the top of the pitch and in the middle of the park also. Chelsea, the momentum's all on them. As you can see, Núñez and Curtis Jones ready to come on. Oh my days. Paxton, what a story we've had in the middle of this game in the transfer market. But before I get into that, let me go into Chukwuemeka into Chilwell corner, and whilst this corner's getting set up and we'll see the substitutes getting on, I'll let you know who comes on as well. Told there's another late twist in the incredible Jack Harrison saga. Villa have now just been informed that Harrison is currently injured and he could be out for 5 to 6 weeks. Up to Villa now whether they want to make that deal. But a corner, the substitutions won't be made. Substitutions are never really made on corners, especially because it's very dangerous to do so. Enzo, awful ball that was by Enzo Fernandez. But it's Sterling now. Swings one in. Headed away by Jota. Back into the box. Thiago up. Second ball cleared away by... Here's a Thiago. Colwill. Thiago Silva, the centre-backs combining in the final third there. Brilliant from Reece James. Wins it and keeps the momentum and pressure. Nicholas Jackson, throw in, and this is where the substitutions will be made. Darwin Núñez coming on for Curtis Jones coming on for Cody Gakpo, and Darwin Núñez coming on for Jota. So it's a like-for-like substitution in terms of how the system is playing. Of course, Curtis Jones offers a different profile to a Cody Gakpo, a natural central midfielder, a natural 8 in the box who has played deeper for England under 21s. And then you've got a big man who likes to run in behind in Darwin Núñez. Here we got a brilliant touch from Conor Gallagher, but the ball out back to Enzo. I thought he was going to go out for a throw in then. So let's see if the substitutions can make an impact. Darwin pressing hard and fast already. Into the middle there. He's pressing a lot there, Darwin. Good ball from Thiago Silva into that left channel. Chilwell knees it over across to Sterling. He can't get the ball back across, and it's a goal kick. He just couldn't get the ball under control there. But a promising situation. But the man who stopped him was Ibu Konate, who has been one of the best players in today's game. But it is very easy for Chelsea to get in behind there. And 100% agree with you again there, Jerome. A very entertaining draw so far. If I was a betting man, I'd put money on there's another goal at least. As legs begin to tire, concentration begins to wane. already in this open game. I'm sure there'll be another opportunity. It's just whether the players can take it for both sides. Don't count out Liverpool, even though they're getting absolutely dominated in this second half. But that's why Jurgen Klopp's made those subs. Yeah, Trent slowing it down. The referees blew his whistle, told him to hurry up. We know what the refs have done and the what they've been told, and that could possibly be a yellow card. Yep, Trent's going to get a yellow card here. He was asking for it. The time wasting. He's taking very long. He can't complain. Trent, you can't shake your head, son. You can't complain. You knew what you was doing. You knew you was walking a tightrope. As soon as the referee told you to hurry up when he blew his whistle, he gave you a chance. You didn't take it. So he has to caution you. And that's dangerous. Now I'm looking, get Mikhailo Mudryk on. If you're a Chelsea fan. I hate Sterling, get Mudryk in. Sterling's had a really good game though, Fads. He's been very good today. He's been one of the best players for Chelsea. Him and Reece James have connected really well on that right-hand side. I'd look to get Mudryk on for potentially Carney, but he's not. The width is being maintained by the wing back, so I'm not sure if he wants Mudryk to really go and hold the width. Reece James in the box, headed away by Virgil van Dijk. He's had another player who's had a good game. Enzo swings at it, but he gets it back in the end. And the Chelsea are maintaining their pressure. Liverpool can't get out here. Chilwell ball in, and Alisson comes and collects. Is he going to set one out early? He does. Now Liverpool have a chance to attack. Haven't really been able to do much in this second half from an attacking point of view, but Curtis Jones gets his first touch on the ball. Diaz out to Robertson. Now Liverpool looking to create something. Approaching with their approach play here. First time we've really seen Liverpool have a bit of possession in Chelsea's half. McAllister can switch it. He does. He goes out to Salah out on his right. Levi Colwell's come to face him. Levi Colwell really taking up that role. I've seen Gabriel play when he goes up against Salah. The centre-back really goes out there, sort of like a man-marking role. But here's is it Trent now? No, it's Szoboszlai out on the right. Tries to find Salah. But Conor Gallagher, excellent again. Plays it forward to Enzo. Wow! Enzo! He's so good. Brilliant feat. But Conor Gallagher, as the game's gone on, he's gone better and better. Now Gary Neville's just stolen my commentary. I've heard him say it. He's listening. He's really got into this. I've been impressed. One of the key performers for Chelsea in this game so far. But Liverpool, since not balling behind Sassy, Jackson's offside. Good high line held. Do you know what? The Liverpool centre-backs have been brilliant as well, though. Let's give credit where credit's due to both sides. Konate and Virgil van Dijk have been brilliant. Konate, the standout out of the ones. Liverpool's midfield has been it's started off really well, poor in the second half. They're the ones you got to look at if your midfield's not getting you back into the game. Now Trent's inverted a lot more. Played that ball in behind, trying to find Salah, but Robert Sanchez is there off his line. And that's the threat that they do pose. And that's the quality that Trent has and why he plays so much for Jurgen Klopp. But here's Curtis Jones now. Look at the ball in behind. Has kind of shifted momentum a little bit. And now Liverpool are building the attack. Szoboszlai into Trent, who gets it away in time to Salah. Now Darwin Núñez out on this right-hand side. Liverpool don't have a focal point in the box. Curtis Jones has gone to try and join in, but given away by Trent. And now Chelsea are trying to counter-attack. Liverpool have two players back. Nicholas Jackson's done really well. Draws a save out of Alisson. He did excellently well to get a shot off there up against two Liverpool centre-backs. You'd probably say Ubu Konate should do better. Maybe Virgil van Dijk in that moment. But Nicholas Jackson did well to get a shot off. It was poor from Trent. Well, good ball into that channel by Colwell. Konate can't keep up with him. Excellent play from Nicholas Jackson. Just shrugs him off. But Alisson smothers him in the end. Gallagher, better than Szoboszlai saying. Fads. Yeah, he has. You know what? I'm saying it right now. The more I've seen into this game, he has been better than Szoboszlai. I think you're right. I was cautious to say it earlier on, but who knows? There's still a lot to play in this game. You know, when you're a forward player, especially, all it takes is a goal. Fabrizio versus Ornstein beef. Ornstein said Everton close to an agreement, probably because Villa knew about the injury recently, but doesn't look good on Fab. Oh, so that's where the reports are coming from. The Fab versus Ornstein information wars continues to go on. You see, this is what Pax, you're amazing, yeah, because you bring all the news, you keep all the Twitter news for me, man. Nah, I appreciate you, bro. Trent getting away with his mistakes, shocking defending at times. Yeah, he's shocking defending. But apart from the goal, I don't. The Liverpool midfield don't really. Oh, Enzo Fernandez, he's so good. He's looked even better. Sterling, that's a goal kick. Why is he? Yeah, why is he asking for a corner there? It's definite goal kick. It hit off his hand. Bad karma after taking Everton medical. Now you are injured. Crazy stuff. Wait, am I the only player that hasn't noticed Robertson at all? He's not gone forward a lot. I think it's because they need to have a balance, though. Fads, when Trent steps into midfield, you can't be having Robertson go and attack. He's kind of slotted into there, made it like a back three. Look, yeah. So that's why you haven't noticed him. Trent's gone into the middle with McAllister, so you can't really play like that. Thiago Silva wins it back, and now Gallagher into Enzo. He's been excellent, and look at him again. Enzo is such a player. He's a joy to watch. Whoever you get next to Enzo Fernandez is going to be crazy this season. Him under Pochettino. Yeah, Chelsea are back, baby. I'm saying it. I don't even like them, but Chelsea are good. I've been impressed with them in this game. They need that's Caicedo must be looking at this, licking his lips. Sterling got time and space. Liverpool can't get players back quick enough. Kind of Gallagher into Nicholas Jackson, who's gone out wide this time. Tries to play it across. Virgil van Dijk wins it. Offside flag is up in the end. He wanders offside a bit, though. Enzo is cooking, indeed. I'd say Chelsea's best player. Malo Gusto getting ready to come on for Chelsea. There's Mudrik's on the bench there. Keeney looking on. Oh, it's because Reece James has got an issue. Isn't this a common this is the issue with Reece James. This is my issue with him. Always struggling with injuries. Fitness is always an issue. Malo Gusto getting ready to come on. And that's what I had to bring in Malo Gusto. Because of Reece James's constant injury problems. Don't forget Nkunku. Forgot about Nkunku. How can I forget? Do you know what I mean? Boy, they are back. Wait, it's a good shout. Ground Jewels now 21. Chelsea, Liverpool. That's because Liverpool have had to do a lot more defending. A lot more. In it. That's they've had a lot more of the possession and the possession stats. Pax, what are the possession stats? So I'm going to try and have a look at it. 66% possession to Chelsea. Wow. Now Ben Doak and Harvey Elliott. Ben Doak coming on for Liverpool, the one who's impressed and shone in pre-season, and it's Mohammed Salah. He's not happy at all. He's lost his head. Salah's not happy. Chelsea fans are cheering him. He's not happy at all. He's very angry as Diaz and Salah go off. Harvey Elliott and Ben Doak come on. Reece James always hurt. I know. Shake my damn head. It's annoying, isn't it, Jerome? It is because you wanted to see quality players on show. Oh, there's Doku come on for Salah. He's done well there, Ben Dolk. Up against Levi Colwill with a duel. Harvey Elliott getting involved as well. Substitutions. And there's Darwin Núñez into Harvey Elliott. But Chelsea defend that well in the end. And now Liverpool have a bit of possession. Here's Curtis Jones, the other substitute. Out to Szoboszlai. He's gone to the left wing. Up against Gusto. Szoboszlai to Jones. Oh, tries to play a nice reverse ball into Szoboszlai, but Axel Disasi, another one who's grown into the game, doesn't get the ball clear though. Curse of the commentator. This guy James can't stay fit for 2 days. Why I stayed away from him in my FPL team. I need to see a run of games first before I can put him in there. Mikel Robertson now, he's gone further forward. Whips one into the box, headed away by Disasi at the near post. Gone for a Liverpool throw-in. Liverpool away fans are trying to cheer him on. Ben Dolk is the one who's been changed, giving Liverpool a bit of momentum with his tenacity, his strength up against Levi Colwill. Did well in that duel. That's why the managers love having these duels, and that's why Jurgen Klopp saying, hey, I weren't seeing enough from you, Salah. Gusto misread the flight of that ball completely there, and he's giving it away. He's had a bit of a nightmare here, Gusto. Oh, Jones gets past Gallagher. Gallagher doesn't stop, though, and the offside flag is up. That is why Conor Gallagher is highly rated. That is why you don't see his quality on the ball. He's not the silky smooth player of a Enzo Fernandez, but his tenacious play is why he's so rated by so many managers. And here comes Mykhailo Mudryk with Ian Maatsen. Chelsea sense a bit of the change in momentum and want to bring on some fresh legs themselves. As Ian Maatsen, the one who was so good at Burnley last year, one of their key players, is back at Chelsea, going to get a game, going to come up against Liverpool here. His future is still in doubt. Mauricio Pochettino, not sure whether he wants to keep him and put him out on loan. But here comes Mykhailo Mudryk, the new number 10, who they fought so hard to get him off of Arsenal out of Shakhtar Donetsk. And now he's here about to get 10 minutes to try and make an impact into the game. Salah was carrying Liverpool in that first half, so I get the frustration. You're absolutely right. I can't even disagree with that. He did carry them in that first half. But in the second half, he's been non-existent. And I don't think that's because of Salah. I won't put blame onto Salah for that. I think Liverpool, as a team, haven't been able to get involved much. Get him involved in the game. The midfield, in particular. Chelsea's midfield have just dominated them. So, yeah, I do get the frustration. But we're entering the final 10 minutes of this game. Here comes Raheem Sterling now on the right-hand side with Gusto, the new substitute. Heavy touch. Nearly gave it away, but Conor Gallagher picks up the loose ball. Can't find Sterling. Robertson cuts it out. Here's a chance for Liverpool to counter now. Puts it down the left channel for Darwin Núñez. Tries to take on Thiago Silva. But that's why he's one of the greatest centre-backs of this recent years. Thiago Silva. At the age of 39, you just have to watch him and be in awe as he wins the throw-in as well. What a defender, what a player. Oh, Thiago Silva. I'm singing him like I'm a Chelsea fan, but I've got to give credit where credit is due, man. It was a good interception. Carney Chukwuemeka. All right game. Not great, I will be honest. Good, coming in for the injured Nkunku. Young player. Hopefully will grow their thinking. But here comes Mykhailo Mudryk. Raheem Sterling off. Chukwuemeka off. For Ian Maatsen and Mykhailo Mudryk. Fresh legs there in the Chelsea attack. Liverpool pressing high again. Gusto gets it down. Van Dijk goes clear. So Mudryk is playing on this right wing. Maatsen, quality. Maatsen turn. Maatsen to Cook. 39. Mudryk, very raw. We saw that in his time, but you can see the potential. Pochettino will be a good coach for him. I do think Arteta would be better and does suit him with the way that Arsenal play their wingers. I do think he'd be a better match for Arteta than he would Pochettino, because Pochettino, given away there by Enzo. Loose ball from him. Rarely say that in this game. But here's Darwin Núñez. Tries to get a shot off with his left foot. Still got it. Wow, won by Marlo Gusto. And Maatsen gets it out to this left now to Ben Chilwell. He's being chased now by Konate, but gets an early ball in to Jackson. But Virgil van Dijk defends that really well. Touch by Gusto. And a foul by Szoboszlai in the end. But that was brilliant there from Maatsen. Mykhailo Mudryk, can they get him in the game? But yeah, back to what I was saying. I do think Mykhailo Mudryk would suit Arteta more than Pochettino, because Pochettino likes his wingers to be more play inside, like inside forwards. You saw that a lot, guys, didn't you? With what's his name? With Eriksen when he was playing out on the wing. And even with PSG, you saw Neymar coming as a 10 under Pochettino a lot more, rather than out on the left, as he likes his fullbacks and wingbacks to maintain the width. But here is Mudryk now. Mykhailo Mudryk on this right, tries to get a cross in. It's interesting that he's playing on the right wing, because, you know, Mudryk, you'd back him more to be a left winger. But once again, he doesn't really like his inside left wingers to be wide. He likes his width. I think that's probably why he's putting him out on the right, so he's naturally going to hold width. Wow, won back by Maatsen. He's been brilliant, you know, in his short cameo. Ooh, can't quite control it and get it back. Virgil van Dijk clears. The Liverpool centre-backs have been immense. But can they maintain their performance levels to the end of this game? Finally balanced here, 1-1. Now Chelsea work it out to the left. Colwill. Back into the middle now. Thiago Silva feigns to go look to play with him behind for the run of Chilwell, but elects to go to Enzo instead. Into Gallagher, being patient with their build-up, trying to draw Liverpool out of their shape. Disasi goes out to Mudryk. Mudryk has got 2 for company. Cuts inside Szoboszlai. Looks to combine with Maatsen. Does really well there, Mudryk. But Liverpool get it clear in the end. That's good sharp play from the substitutes combining. You saw that in pre-season with Nicholas Jackson, how Mudryk likes to combine. He's got variety to his game. He's not just someone who tries to use his speed to go down the outside. He's capable of coming on the inside as well. Pause. Jones. Szoboszlai. Good 1-2. Szoboszlai elects not to shoot and should have shot in the end. Tries to find Núñez. Oh, brilliant. That's a foul by Konate. Good hold-up play. And Jackson gets a yellow card for asking for it. Because Jackson asked for a yellow card. He gets one. We saw it was it last week? Yeah, Mikel Arteta did it. Liverpool doing nothing in this half. All Chelsea. Exactly. It has been all Chelsea. But do you know the issue, though, Fads, with Liverpool? They've got so much danger in their attack. They can just go like that. They've got, like, they could nick this game quite easily. Smash and grab it. So it's a bit wonky. There you go. Look at Klopp. Klopp losing his head on there in the touchline. Now, player started. Oh, McAllister tries to find Núñez. Well won back by Disasi. Another player who's grown a lot into this game after a slow start. What an interception from Thiago Silva. What a player, man. Enzo gets it out wide to Mudryk. He's got 2 for company again. No foul. Are you joking? That is crazy. Szoboszlai looked to a foul Mykhailo Mudryk there. Liverpool try and get in a counter. Harvey Elliott. Oh, Gallagher can't quite get to the tackle. But Harvey Elliott driving. Gets it now out to Szoboszlai. Gets one into the box. Cleared by Colwill. Only to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Ben Dolk. He's offside, isn't he? I thought Trent looked offside there. But Maatsen stops him. Tries to play it down the line, but it's cut out there by Curtis Jones. First time you've seen Liverpool kind of sustain an attack here. You do? Oh, absolutely. Spurs Man United watch along for sure, bro. Do you know what? I'm gonna do a lot more Spurs watch alongs this season. They were very entertaining. It's going to be such a good game because of how Spurs play, especially. You're going to cause them so many problems on the counter attack. It's unreal. Rashford's pace in behind, the amount of players that they chuck into the box. I think you might batter them, to be honest. Villa not intentioned to proceed on the Harrison deal as they believe he's injured for some weeks and can't replace Buendia. Everton are now prepared to close the deal. Fab slightly slow. It's a kind of a mad decision, though, isn't it? You're not gonna get a player in. Oh, giving away Sanchez. Oh, we're so lucky. Darwin Núñez has not got a touch. The pass is poor though to Darwin Núñez, but he should still control it. Sanchez nearly gave the game away there. But nah, Darwin Núñez. It's not a great pass. There's a lot of height on that, but Darwin Núñez should control it. That could have completely took the game away from Chelsea there and given Liverpool the win. But here come Liverpool now. They're the team that the aggressors. They're the ones who are looking to attack. Darwin doing Darwin things. Might as well join Sterling. Oh, Conor Gallagher will get a yellow card for that. Now McAllister gets a yellow card for asking for a yellow. Al Ali are now in talks with Napoli to get Al Ali to get Zielinski. Crucial days. He's changed it now. He's like, I forget this. I'm not going to the English game. Ornstein runs that. I'm going to go back to talking about Italian players and Italian teams. Alexis McAllister still having a word with the referee. Who's that? Is that Leslie? Oh, it's Leslie Ugochukwu. Chilwell coming off for Leslie Ugochukwu. I thought he was going to go out on loan. He was going out on loan. Yeah, McAllister's the one that got the yellow. It was a free kick, but he asked for the yellow. That's the issue. Not for diving. Nah. It's a Liverpool free kick. It's because with this season, if you ask for yellow cards now, you get one yourself. If you ask for the opposition to get one, you will get one. Rolled out from Sanchez to Gusto. Chelsea trying to get one more attack here. Liverpool win it back again. Well won by Harvey Elliott. Enzo's down. But here's a chance for Liverpool now. Szoboszlai. Back to Enzo. Elliott. Offside. Szoboszlai was definitely offside there. I think that's ridiculous. What, to get a yellow card for asking for a yellow? Is that what you think, Jerome? Because if it's that, I don't know, man. I don't like it when players ask for yellow cards. It's not in the spirit of the game for me. Yeah. I don't like it when players ask for yellows. Let the ref do his job. Mikhailo Mudrik's gone out to the left now for the last 5 minutes. Yeah. Nah, I'm with it. I'm with it, bro. I don't like it. I don't either, but you shouldn't get one. Yeah, it will stop it. It will stop them because it's unsportsmanlike, isn't it? When you're asking for your fellow professional to get a yellow card, let the referees do his job because you're telling the ref what he should do, and he should book him. Do you get me? So yeah, he's trying to give more power back to the refs, which I hear it because the referees have so many issues now because of how because of the PGMOL, they don't really handle these things well. But the referees get so much abuse to them. No one wants to become a ref. The players are disrespecting them, telling them what to do, etc. I think it should be a verbal warning first, then yellow. Bit asking, but the yellow card will stop them from asking in the future. Players are going to know. They're now going to know not to say this should be a yellow card. So it's just to prevent it. There's going to be a lot of yellow cards given whilst these new rules are being implemented, but it's a good change to the game. But here's Darwin Nunez now. Oh, deflection, Darwin Nunez, with his chaos that he adds. Liverpool have had a strong end to the game. It took a big deflection, had Sanchez scrambling. Was it off Ugochukwu? Yeah, it took a deflection off Ugochukwu. And it was not far from that far post. And Klopp's urging his team players on. Can Liverpool nick it at the death? Whipped in. Sanchez. Great claim from Robert Sanchez. Can he spring a counter-attack? Get that out to Mudryk. Get that out to Mudryk. Oh, Jackson. Brilliant. Mudryk in. Mikhailo Mudryk. Too far wide. Maatsen. Oh, end-to-end stuff here. Here's Gusto. Enzo. And what a run that is by Nicholas Jackson. Oh, that was brilliant counter-attack from Chelsea. That was excellent from Chelsea, that counter-attack. That will shift momentum towards them now. Can they do something in these final minutes or so? Yeah, agreeing. Yeah, you guys are disagreeing with me here in the chat. But ultimately, I do think it will change. They won't ask for it. If you give all ball in, I think it will watch by game week 10. You won't see any player asking for a yellow card. Guaranteed. You won't see him. Game week 10, not a single player will ask for a yellow card. Now, for last minute or so. Enzo. Oh, is Enzo on side there? Gets a cross in. Poor ball, goal kick. Enzo's just a bit tired now. That's what it is. Energy's gone. Been one of the best players of the game today. If I had to give my man in the match, I'd probably put Enzo. I'd probably give it Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, Enzo Fernandez. Some Chilwell, Reece James have done goods, but Enzo edges it for me. And there's the full time. This game ends in another draw. It's been an entertaining one, but that is the full time whistle has gone. Liverpool draw, Chelsea draw 1-1 in this game. Entertaining for sure. Definitely. It was a great game to watch from the neutral's perspective. Both teams. Liverpool had a very strong start in that first half. Looked to have caught Chelsea out. An excellent ball from Mohamed Salah into the onrushing Luis Diaz after after the space was vacated by Reece James. Following that, Chelsea grabbed the equaliser. Well, there was a disallowed goal actually from Mohamed Salah. Slightly offside, but he was offside indeed. And then in the end, Chelsea were able to get back into the game. I'd say from a Chelsea perspective as well, Conor Gallagher and Enzo Fernandez had a very good game in that midfield. Too defensively, the centre backs for Liverpool, Konate and Van Dijk, were the ones that made sure that this stayed. Stayed very close. Disassi and Ibu Konate swapping shirts. Quality game. Really enjoyed it, guys. I might have to wrap this up because my internet's doing a mad thing at the moment. I do apologize. But yeah, take care, people. Make sure you hit a like on the video. Oh, actually, I forgot. I said I was going to play. But let's see what Paxton's comment is there. 5 yellows, a red first time, then 3 yellows, right? So in the first 10 games, a player could miss 2 games just for what that was implementing equals red card ratio. Yeah. It's the rules. It's just try and stop these things and dissent their things given to the ref. Trust me. If they if they implement these things at the top level of the sport, it will work its way down to grassroots. Bro, honestly, I've played football at grassroots level. I've seen referees get punched up. Yeah, I've seen referees get spoken to in such a horrible way. And if you without referees, guys, there's no football game. There's no football game. I've always approached referees with respect, even if you disagree with them and have made a horror decision. Without a referee, there's no football match. So yeah, referees get spoken to disgustingly. So I don't mind the harshness of it all. Big up Jerome, and bro, really appreciate you joining. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Big up to each and every one of you as well, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up because my internet is gonna do a madness, and I need to eat some food as well. Take care, guys. Love and God bless to you all as we're out. Thank you for joining me for this watch along. Peace.